He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Bears 28, Colts 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 18. Let's go, team. Let's go. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Man, I got you. 58 for Mike, 58.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. Campbell making the catch. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
To Paris.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Bears 35, Colts 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
17 at the 41-yard line.
Now Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
Trubisky.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
And 12.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he finds a man on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Patterson on the carry. And some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete. It's Miller. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And a Colts first down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Good. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28-21.
Eddie Pinheiro.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Paris Campbell now on the return. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? 59, Mike to 59. I'm coming after you.
On first down, Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Taylor.
First down, Colts.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. Cordero Patterson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And Trubisky